When you memorize a piece of text like this text here, which I've written out in my journal, there are many, many ways to go about it. The best way to memorize is to not memorize. Allow yourself to play with the text without concern for the words, if you get them right, if they fall into the correct place. So I'll give you an example of that. The middle world asked me to consider clouds. Those gray, hairy horizon huggers up and down in love with the world, full of gothic whale songs, fast approaching broken records, fat language dreams. I hear what I must hear. So if you're traditionally memorizing that, a lot of people would sit down and try to get the first line, try to remember the first line, then try to get the second line and try to remember the second line, put it together and see if it sticks. Another way to do it, and this is the not memorizing approach, the middle world asked me to consider clouds. Now that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm going to take my time with that. The middle world asked me to consider clouds. Well, now what does that mean? Does the middle world even exist? The middle world asked me to consider what? Clouds. What kind of clouds? Where are the clouds? Are they dark, rumbling clouds? Are they white, fluffy clouds floating in egg blue skies? Are they threatening clouds way out there, 80 miles beyond on the horizon? The middle world. What is the middle world? Maybe I am the middle world. Maybe I'm asking myself. The middle world asked me to consider clouds. The middle world asked me to consider clouds. I'm letting that settle. That's how you don't memorize. I'm now developing an imaginative relationship with the middle world and what it means to consider clouds. And I need to spend some time thinking about the type of clouds I will consider. We've all seen clouds. The clouds that are most threatening for me are the clouds that I've seen crossing I-40 going east late at night, the threatening tornado producing clouds down south, lightning flashing out of them. I don't want to consider those kind of clouds. I don't think the middle world is asking me that. So the middle world asked me to consider clouds. What comes next? Those gray, hairy horizon huggers up and down. I maybe have just described the Oklahoma clouds, those gray, hairy horizon huggers up and down in love with the world. Are those gray, hairy horizon huggers actually in love with the world, or are they egotistical clouds in love with themselves? So that's how I work with memorization. And when you join me for this workshop, that's how you will too.